If you let conflict remain unresolved, if you don't address the conflict, it ends up bigger than it started. It festers. I've had the privilege of meeting Gordon Tallis. He is an ex-Brisbane Broncos captain. They won premierships. They needed to be at their peak, and they didn't want their wives and girlfriends to be worried about what they were doing in the away games. So they made this rule that was no girls back at the hotel. Break the team rule, you'd be benched. Some young whippersnapper, as he was calling them, broke the rules, and the coach at the time was really worried about having to bench this player because he was too critical to the next game. But the point of this story is that he didn't have to. The team benched the player. They said, you broke our rules, you put our high performance culture in jeopardy, and they benched the player. So fast forward, I was at an International Women's Day event. We had 3 amazing Brisbane Lions women's team members come to this International Women's Day event. Gosh, were they firecrackers. The Brisbane Lions at that time had won 2 premierships back to back, and they were going for a 3rd premiership. And they knew every other team in the Women's AFL was trying to vie for that premiership spot. So they weren't resting on their laurels that they were the best and they were already the best. They said, how on earth can we make sure that we're going to perform at our best if conflict arises? So they had a rule called the 24-hour rule. I thought this was brilliant. They said you've got 24 hours, if a conflict arises, to put it to bed, or you have to drop it. Everyone signed up for it, and that's how they created a high-performing environment. So now teams work in an office. They don't work on the football field. How do you work through that conflict when it arises? People have different norms. They have different things that they think is acceptable. We disagree all the time about how to implement something, and all of this requires a conversation to say, how will we fight? How will we disagree? Who makes what decisions? How will we make these decisions? Where will we record these decisions? It's really healthy to have a conversation up front when a team forms to figure all of this out. And it's called a social contract. Have a conversation about how you're going to become a high-performing team, what things are really important for you to make sure that that's successful. Write it down and sign up to it. That's the end of the story.